Holy crap, I've been awake like 2 hours and I haven't even started recording. My weekends are off. It's also the start of July. It's my birthday month. I'm turning 36 this year. In 10 days. Morning. It's filling up coffee. I've already had like a cup of coffee. My yogurt's still out there. I say out there like it's so far away. Although my finger looks giant. So yeah, hopefully we're heading up to Mom's. The intention is that we'll be heading up to Mom's so that we can get her to sign off on our phone number so that we can go up and pay and switch them over and all that jazz. It is my birthday month, so we have at least a free burger for me. Aaron's like, no, it's only for me. I'm like, I do have a card just so that we could do that. We picked it up last year. So they're like, well, if you sign up for a card, if all you do is use it for your free burger, that's fine. I'm like, okay. So I signed up. I think it was on the computer system. I just have to punch in my phone number. So I did, because I had 5 of 8 of play 8 games. And then this morning I logged in and they were like, play 2 things as StarCraft here. I'm like, I'm gonna play 3 games as Probius. Because I did Star Trek so late yesterday, because server time was down, and then I already went out and did my hills, then I did the hot tub, then I came in and did the video, and yeah. It is also Canada Day. So I'm logging into Star Trek right now to check out that. If anything, if all the cooldowns are up, I'm going to do my last Kobayashi Maru, which is a joke. Oh, to be fair, if you like that Kobayashi Maru thing, bless your soul. Bless it. I tried being like a half healer. I tried being a full healer, because I know nobody's going to heal the Kobayashi Maru. So I figured I could benefit with that, because I got a lot of ways to heal somebody. But the Kobayashi Maru doesn't want to be healed. It's a DPS that decides it's going to try to be a tank, and it's like, you have like 18 Undine cruisers right next to you, and one of them just blew up, and now the rest of them are blowing up, and now you're dead. Like, I died and watched the little countdown thing happen. In 5 seconds, it lost all of its hull. And I went, how do you... But yeah, I'm just checking cooldowns so I can at least figure out when, because I thought I did it at like 1 o'clock. Versus not. Thought I did it at like 1 o'clock. So it's almost 9. In theory, I have mail, exchange, items sold. Oh right, I bought a number of keys yesterday and sold. View cooldowns. Okay, I have 40 minutes on the summer event. 36 minutes on the weekend voucher. Artifact scavenger hunt, 3 minutes remaining. Let's go do the dance off in 4 minutes. That's cool. Alright, I will catch you guys when we figure out what we're doing later. 9 o'clock. It just doesn't seem like it because it's so dark out. Because we have a thick moraine layer that came in. But I'm going to do the dance off, and that'll get Aaron time in case he wants to play some Heroes of the Storm later. But like I said, I'm going to do the dance off because that takes like... Well, it'll happen in 4 minutes and then takes like 5 minutes, 10 minutes in and of itself. What's after that? Powerboard race and then Horgon hunt. Yeah, okay, I probably have the extra time. Oh, you guys are probably going to hear this for the first time. I neglected to remember, and it's probably one of the few things I can say that most people can't. Most people just say, I forgot. I neglected to remember that Aaron has, well, it's the first, so he has a lot of work stuff to do that involves...
Waiting. It involves waiting.
Waiting?
I am waiting for a server to tell me whether or not it could do what I asked it to. And I can't do anything else until it does. And if it tells me it couldn't do it, I have to try again.
So, it's like... what? So, you're asking a server if you can do something.
I'm saying to the server, hey, give me these results. The server says, it's gonna be a minute. And then it either emails me the results or says, ran out of time, can't do it, sorry.
So it's sort of like opening Pokemon. It's like we're either going to get in or we're going to time out.
And if we time out, we have to try again.
And if we time, well, I've actually seen the little sign out thing come in that usually says, "Oh, we've timed out," and it's still gotten in. I've just waited a little bit longer.
Huh.
What's really funny is this happens on Wi-Fi. Happens on Wi-Fi at home. It'll go, "Well, you want to sign out?" Oh, never mind, I'm going to load now.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Yay!
one of them completed. Okay.
2 now. But...
I was waiting on 3 total. So I don't have to do the Kobayashi Maru again until the next time it comes around, and I'm even considering not doing it because it's so bad.
the next one completed.
We got to round 5, and all I did was doing what my ship does best: murder. And so I got some more stuff done on Compact Disc. Got her marks of the Centinex done. Now she's doing on World Quest, the Broken Shore, which is just time consuming, really. So I did some ones that I thought would be great on her. Didn't want to do them all because some of just Shadow Priest is so annoying when you have to kill so many things with such little life. It sounds dumb because you want to kill a bunch of things with very little life, but the thing is with the Shadow Priest you like don't get anything fun because it's like dot, mind flay, done. And meanwhile, you have like 6 things attacking you, so you're like dot, 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 dot. Now if I attack you all at once, the Shadow Word Pain is thus killed everything. It's like, you feel like you're going insane. Whereas it's sort of like, can I have like one big guy I gotta kill? That's just great. I love, barreling into one thing that's really large, because then I can use the void form. I can build up the power of those things, because the longer I'm in void form, Shadow Word Pain and maybe Vampiric Touch increase in damage.
Yeah.
So like really, so I don't know how much longer his thing's gonna take to get. Or to do.
I think it takes about 3 minutes for it to time out. Might have to time this one out 2 or 3 times before it finishes. So 10 minutes on this, then I have to just refresh, not download, a couple things, and then do this whole process on a different server. So looking at 45 minutes.
Okay. So, because we can't leave to go to Mom's and do our stuff until this is done.
Yeah.
Because this is absolutely crucial that it gets done on the 1st. And the 1st ever so rarely lies on an actual weekend, because it's literally got a 5 in 7 chance of being on a weekday. Like, I think this might be the only. There's a Friday. There's a Sunday in October. I think the last time this happened, you're like, but I don't really need to do anything for it. It was like,
yeah, it's about twice a year.
I think
Up to 4 times a year if it's the right year.
yeah, but like I said, I think it was, yeah, up to 4, because March and February non-leap
year.
Well, if it is the leap year, because it'll just move ahead a day rather than stay the exact same day. So if it's a Saturday, then it'll be then March will be on a Sunday. Whatever.
Yeah.
But is that the right year you're talking about? Because it usually happens about 3 times.
Yeah. That's...
And then when the leap year kicks in, I'm kind of done with my stuff and relatively bored. So I'll talk with Aaron and see what's going on. Well, we got to Mom's we had to swing by, got Baja Fresh. Oh, pups. Got a big old white. Yeah, that is a... Oh, that is a big dog. Yes, they have a... Oh my God, they just keep coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dogs right there. Wait, I lost track. Let me get closer and figure out. Oh, hi. What do I got? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 dogs right here. Let's not antagonize the big one who can't jump the fence. We'll go talk to Kathy later and see what's up with that stuff, even though I'll probably see her next week. Yeah. Mom's driveway, gotta put the emergency brake on. Listen to the car as it slides back into not rolling down the road. Well, we got all that stuff done. The account is switched over to ours. The phone numbers are switched over to an account. We have to swing by a Sprint store because they apparently spelled his name wrong. They put TE on the end, or TT, or...
ETE instead of ET. They just have an extra E.
Oh, they just put an E on the end of it. Okay. At least yours gets relatively understandable why they misspell it. Mine is just sort of like, you decided to play Scrabble and you kicked the board over, didn't you? There's not even an L in there. Anyways, so Dad's been up and down, but yeah. Doctor Who's been like running all of it's been running the marathon of like this season leading up to the season finale tonight. But we may not watch it tonight just because...
Yeah, we've been watching it on Sundays.
Well, it's because we were so used to doing it, we were so used to doing it. Like, it hasn't been that many episodes, but it was the fact that it was like, it airs at 8 or 9 o'clock at night, we were at a football game. And then we'd either have to drive home, and then you don't want to hit the restart thing, and I was tired, and we'd go out to eat, didn't get home till midnight, and I just wanted to crash. So then we watch it when the on-demand brought it up the next day, and we're like, okay, that's cool, yeah.
Yeah, that works.
But then we keep forgetting about it because we weren't doing it regularly, so... Yeah. Did you flip your calendar over? Okay, well, I'm just making sure, because I know it's the first, and...
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget. I'll look at the calendar, I'm like, those aren't the right date. Oh, I need to switch my calendar over. But Mom regularly writes everything down on her calendar, so I don't. As you guys have seen during Trek Tuesday, I was in here and I go, like I'll just look up. It's so far above my computer I can't reach it, so that's why I forget. So, yeah, we're gonna have to swing by the Sprint store here in a sec. Get Aaron's thing changed, figure out what upgrade things look like. We may, because screen's cracked, they may be like, oh yeah, well, we'll see what we can do with that one, because it's entirely possible that the person can be a little lenient.
Or maybe I should write up with you and then you could drop me off before you get on the freeway and go home.
That works.
Because I've taken mine off too.
Yeah, you want to slim down your bill to what you need, right? Yeah, that makes sense. All right, well, we better head out because it's Saturdays and stores have weird, funky hours on Saturdays. Open later, close early.
But I think there's...
Whoa, okay, too busy freaking out. Like, I was turning down the volume because...
On the stereo to make the air quieter.
Because it was...
Yeah.
And I was like, volume down, that's not working.
I was
Channel
watching
down.
him do it too.
Channel up, channel down. No, that's not... I want temperature down. No, temperature up. So I put it from like 68 to 74 because it's still blowing cold air out.
Yeah.
So
the phones are in my name. They are off his mom's account. There's a slight little bit of paranoia that all of her phones got canceled. I don't think that's the case. I'm pretty sure there's still one left, but I have a verify request out to make sure. So we're going to Beaverton to get our phones probably upgraded. I say probably because I think some of the discounts and specials I've seen are online or phone only. So we'll see what the store can do for us, but who knows.
that dude wasn't even watching the road. He just drove through a red light.
Yeah, the sooner we get out of Vancouver, the better for everybody.
This town. Okay, car is hot. AC is on and making lots of noise. So, we got our new phones. We went to Best Buy instead.
Because they're cheaper than Sprint.
Yes. My thing wants to we're like setting up Google services and stuff, and I'm like, let's go home and do this.
Micro USB to new.
Cool. I don't need to hold on to that right now.
Oh.
Like, what am I?
Plug it in here is what I was thinking.
I was just wondering if it was the same plug, because when I looked at the bottom, it didn't look right.
It is not.
I know that now.
Okay. So yeah, it's not the same plug for Galaxy S8s.
So yeah, we're going to be ordering some Indian food. It's 6 o'clock. I wonder how late they're open on Saturdays, though. We should go home and set this stuff up.
Yeah.
Protect your phone. Set up face recognition. Most phones can probably do that. They have a front-facing camera. Set up fingerprint scanner. Where is the fingerprint scanner? Certainly not on the screen. Maybe it's like you stick your finger over the front camera or the back camera.
I think it's the thing next to the back camera.
Oh, damn. Alright. Set up iris scanner.
Really good cameras.
Set up PIN, pattern, or password. I can set this up later, right?
Yeah.
No Spanx. Because I'm like, I didn't have a... Device protection features will not be activated. You won't be able to prevent others from using this phone if lost, stolen, or wiped. Can I turn it back on later? Oh, it just says it will not activate them. I'm like, I'll add it in later. Apps will be downloaded over Wi-Fi. Essential apps. This is the only apps that it tells me. Amazon Prime Video and Lookout. Samsung account. Do I need to make one of these?
Need to? No, but you can.
Samsung Health? That's it. Create. Whatever. Yeah, we could do that. But this is working as an unboxing for me. The thing has Theodosius as a... Because I typed in Theod. And it first thing, would you like Theodore or Theodosius? The of, theory, theoretically, theo, theories, theoretical. No, I want Theodore. Thankfully, I don't have to put my own name in the dictionary. I had to put it in the last ones. Theodore Roosevelt? No, I ain't that cool. No, I don't want... Do you want Liaison or Kowalski? I want Lisowski. So S-K-I. Now how do... There it is. Click. Zip code 97003. Because it's a big area. Most people already know where we live. You just don't know the exact... Date of birth. It automatically went back to 1987. I'm like, I'm old.
Meanwhile, I'm over here. I have to look up my Google password.
Still scrolling. July 11th, 1981.
God. To continue, please verify it's you.
Send me marketing information. No. Terms and conditions in process. Turn on Samsung interactive and customized services. What does that mean? Oh, you're a link. Samsung mobile devices are designed to be nimble, easy, and intelligently anticipate your needs and preferences. Oh no. We have determined that you are near the hill. Would you like to turn on Samsung Health? For example, if you know that your friend does not like chocolate, but you were to buy them a chocolate birthday cake, that would not make you a very good friend. Okay, I skipped some stuff here. Just like with friendships, the more you learn about your friend's interests and tendencies and inclinations, the better you can cater to your friend's individuality. About birthday cake, that would not make you a very good friend. The same would be true for us in that the more we learn about your individual user's needs and preferences, the other example might be the ability to understand your context. Learning from your device information such as location, it suggests you some task based on learned information when you arrive at a particular location. We can provide you better and more likely tailored, interesting, and useful services and featured. We have detected you are at the hill. Would you like to engage Samsung Health?
We've determined you're at the hill and that your heart rate is elevated. Would you like us to call an ambulance?
But this could also be like, we've detected you are at Boom Fitness. Would you like to... something. So yes, back up for this. I want to engage that. I want my phone to predict my life. Welcome to your Samsung account. Express yourself by adding a profile picture. Your picture and name will be used with the Samsung account, services, and contacts. I don't have any pictures on here yet. I don't want to take... I guess... So the new phone is currently scanning the old phone. Also, in a weird way, this phone is charging this phone. Like, even though it's connected for data, this has gone from 27 to 26%, and that's gone from 40 to 42%. I shit you, look at it. They aren't connected to the wall. My new phone is charging my old phone.
This is a 3,000 milliamp hour power bank in addition to everything else. And yes, it has a software update already.
Yeah, I told.
I know you told me.
Alright, so last little bit for the night. It's 9:30. We just ordered through Uber Eats. Guy's on his way out. I'm not sure how this is supposed to go, like if he ends the thing or not. Because it's, oh, no, there it goes. Like I said, I didn't know how this was going to work because the app sort of just did everything of its own. So, was he nice? Was he bald with a beard?
Yes and yes. And it didn't give him an apartment number. So he didn't know that this was building 5.
Oh, it's technically in there. I made sure to add in APT STE number, apartment suite.
Yeah.
I'll add it
all
into
I
this.
told him was our address.
Yeah. So I'll make sure to add that into the special instructions for delivery. There's usually like a watch for dog sort of thing.
Yeah.
So we ordered basically our normal Indian food as best we could, which is basically palak paneer and stuff. That is General Rice. They gave us basmati rice. I didn't even order it. It just comes with it, apparently. That's our cheese stuffed naan.
Which is all sealed. That's yours, probably.
I don't know. Remember, mine usually has a little bit of oil that pops out of the top. It's also still nice and hot, too. Okay, yeah, that's yours. Yours always looks like spinach paste. Suppose I can see the spinach leaves in it, but maybe that could be. That's definitely mine. Mine has chickpeas.
Yeah.
That's yours.
And they both have, I think that's basil on top.
Which is fine. And I wanted to see the
Yeah.
cheese stuffed naan. So it's just folded over naan with cheese.
Baked in, I think.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try this. Yeah, I got the cheese. It's
Almost looks like ricotta.
it's a sweet cheese.
The naan is awesome.
It's, what is that term?
Sweet?
No,
Savory?
no. The texture, not taste. It's not
Soft,
chewy.
Fluffy?
It's not chewy. Yeah, to me, it's.
It has honey in it.
It has honey in it. So there's honey with whatever cheeses they put in inside naan. Yeah. Well, plug this place. It's a singular location, but it's called Chaya. Overall, we didn't have any problems with Uber Eats, is what I'm basically saying. Is that, and we'll probably use it again for someplace else.
Yeah.
Probably not for McDonald's, though. I'm sorry. I just can't have someone else deliver me McDonald's. I can only be so American.
Yeah.
Morning. We've been futzing around with our phones. I've been listening to Pandora trying to find the right volume that I'm not blasting my own ears out. Oh my god, there was some kid, and I say kid, but it could have been. I've had this happen in my past before, where someone doesn't necessarily have a phone, and they're, or something like that, but it was like 5:30 this morning, and it was in direct earshot of the bedroom window. Because if they were like behind, or I'm gonna give you guys more directive context here. The walkway that we go up goes that way. So if they were over there, it's not considered direct context of the bedroom window. So they were probably somewhere out that way, or like it was definitively in this area, because I'm literally explaining acoustics here. I'm that whacked out. So I was laying here on the bed, because this is my side of the bed, and I could hear it really clear as day. So if he was up that way, it would have been a reverb of some location. If he was over there, I wouldn't have heard it as clear as day out the thing. So somewhere over in building 1, maybe, or not building 1, that's building 8. This guy was like, shit! Just yelling at the top of his lungs. He did it for like 10 minutes. Every like 20 seconds. I was like, stop. It's fine, you know. And I finally I just looked at my phone and it said 5:38 in the morning. I mean, it was somewhat daylight because we're gonna have a nice warm day today, so there's no cloud cover. So the morning light was working really, really well. But it's just like he was yelling, and finally, what? And then they kind of talk. And then like at 6 o'clock, Shane! I'm like, just call him. Probably either was trying to call him and he wasn't answering his phone because he was asleep, and didn't go up to the door because unlike us, where that's the front door, that's the bedroom, we're gonna hear it. I got our old apartment. If you guys go back, way back, to like 2013 in the vlogs, our old apartment, like the door was there and and our bedroom door was over there, and then behind that window was our bedroom. So it was really hard. It would have been really hard for me to hear someone knocking if they weren't like trying to, you know, barbarians at the gate sort of thing. But our phones are working very well. We've got everything kind of tinkered and stuff. We watched The Watch Later last night because I wanted to make sure that the phone got tethered with Minitron. And so that's good. It's 9:07 currently on July 2nd. We're now 9 days until I turn 36. Yes, deal with it. Aside from the actual Trek Tuesday, when I'm going to be kind of giving a countdown. So today is my last day of doing the Fogon, the summer event. What now, phone? You have a reminder. I want to go to that event today. As much as I really want to do with the little no hate and the thing over that, I just don't want to do it today. I was hoping, the things I was hoping for have discouraged me from doing it. And it's a big deal. I was hoping maybe I could get a couple teammates or Willie and just kind of go up against the thing. And it was like, now I'm just like, meh. I don't really want to do it. I mean, I was hoping maybe we could do the no hate with like Aaron and I change that into the channel thing. I'd be wearing a jersey, but I wouldn't be wearing the home jersey. Possession of that right now. Hopefully I will by the 8th. Hopefully someone will hand it to me on the 8th. Or I'm videoing a lot of that game because I won't have a uniform to wear. So yeah, I will chat with you guys here after mod. I'm gonna get done with that ship, and then I need to get the plug thing undone. I need to figure out how to set that up. XSplit, so I can record unboxing it, and then there wasn't a lot of people in there for having a 12:30 rush, but again, it's the 4th weekend-ish, so people are probably already out of town. I would say take the day off tomorrow. Just why come back to go to work just to get a federal holiday off?
Yeah,
and then just go camping.
Do that?
Huh?
Yeah, why would anyone do that?
Well, you're doing it, but we don't have like a massive family. We need to get out and get them, cause like Willie goes back to coaching after the 8th. So this might be the, you know, for football, this might be the last real weekend you have of a thing for a vacation, and you have a 4-day weekend. So it's like, okay, well, if we leave Friday night, we can go camping for a couple days, come back, catch the fort or downtown at the waterfront, whatever, and then we can go back to work the next day.
Yeah.
You know. But it's just there wasn't a lot of people in there. We were sitting next to hipsters, though. I don't know if you saw that, but that one guy had more hair probably on his chin than he had all over his body. Yeah. I'm like...
When we got in, there were cops seated behind you.
I know, I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's valid. It's always nice to see people not match stereotypes for me.
Yeah. When people, like, overly don't want to match their stereotypes is when it bugs me. But when it's just sort of like, you know, if you're just being you, it's why I like vlogging in a weird way and being me at the end of games. Because people see the visualness of the pads and the helmet, and I haven't put any eye black on, but that, and they see a football player, and I'm talking about nerdy
Yeah.
You know, we're even on a field, you can see the lines and the numbers and the bright lights. And usually I am talking about the game, but sometimes I'll ramble because I'm exhausted. And it's just like, here's you know, this gay guy, he's talking about nerdy things because like, oh my God, do I need to go home and do Here's the Storm? Am I going to play Probius? Meanwhile, I'm in like full pads. I'm exhausted and probably bleeding out of some part of my body. That is such a weird dichotomy, but it is completely me. Nikita's girlfriend wants to like swap sweets. So I'm looking down the entire candy aisle, looking for things that I'm like, well, I know you guys have things over there, but I'm looking for the things that are considered uniquely American. Like a whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find cowtails. I don't think those exist anywhere else, is the thing. And they are super delicious. I'm just gonna say, we're gonna do this. I don't know what this is. I literally don't know what it is. It says
I've never had it either.
the candy bar that makes Idaho famous.
I mean, we should get 2, so we know what it is.
I don't. Then a whatchamacallit is probably a...
Probably. And I was thinking either Reese's Peanut Butter Cups or a Charleston Chew.
I was gonna try more than that, like 7 different things. Not like getting 3 things like here. So I mean, like I said, I don't know what the Idaho Spud is.
Yeah.
I'm a little scared as to what it is. I don't know. So I'm like looking, trying to find things. Cause I remember when Trixie did it, she was really fond of like chocolate and peanut butter, which we have one. That's what the whatchamacallit is, right?
I forget.
Peanut flavored crisps and caramel made with chocolate. Close enough. What is, but I don't know a lot of these candies off the top of my head. I don't know what they actually are. I just sort of shove chocolate in my mouth and at Halloween and consider it good.
Butterfingers are the... I don't know how to describe them. They're orange and flaky and not orange flavored.
I know that the Simpsons, so it's like they were,
Yeah.
but I'm going a little further now because I'm trying to find.
It looks like it is a peanut product.
Yeah, and that's true. And part of it is I'm trying to find like M&Ms I don't think they'd put anywhere else. But I don't know if I'll be able to find those like spicy M&Ms
Yeah.
or the strawberry M&Ms. See, there's dark chocolate peanut, new look. Almond Joy, Baby Ruth, 100 Grand, Crunch, Milky Way. See, a lot of this stuff is just chocolate. Dark chocolate M&Ms, crispy M&Ms, peanut M&Ms, peanut butter M&Ms. See, that's what I would get. If we were gonna get, it would be peanut butter M&M. And there's a whole bunch of other, this is like the chocolate aisle. This is not technically the candy aisle, even though it says candy. Most of this is, we don't have very distinctive stuff on our phone, so I'm like constantly confused as to who's making what noise, whose phone's making what noise.
Mine's not turning on right now, so.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's hard reset worthy. Like full shutdown turn on, but I don't know how to do that.
I would just hold the power button.
I did. Like,
Are you holding the right power button or the Bixby button?
tried both.
Okay.
Oh,
They have Haribo. Haribo is a German company.
I didn't see there was Haribo.
Oh, okay. And it's entirely possible they don't. These are even made in Turkey.
Oh.
But it's, again, it's sort of like Haribo is a German company.
Yeah.
These are all made in Turkey. Manufacturer of Haribo, Rosemont, Illinois. Apparently this...
Talk about multinational.
That's true.
It's definitely my phone making that noise.
Somebody's eating them.
Mine is.
No, it's mine. I have a Huddle playlist. I better actually watch that one. I think we need to go over to the seasonal section. That's where we'll find a lot more of our weird, like, fruit candy things. Like the jelly beans, because there's no jelly beans this entire aisle.
True.
So I'm sort of like, this is not a really good idea where to find our candies because we got candy spread out all over the store. Let's head on over to seasonal, because like I said, that's where like the jelly bean section is. So we're basically taking the phones on a test run in the nature park for Pokemon. Apparently they did a spawn switch, so now we're dealing with Nido chickies instead of Machops.
Which, you know, it would be great if I didn't already have one.
Yeah, but we're also testing like battery to see how well it does, if there's a hiccup between the towers that we noticed before, all that jazz.
And so far,
Ray
it seems
just-
to be doing better.
Oh, lots better. And the GPS is keeping up better.
Much more cleanly.
But one of the things that I was bringing up is, I'm going to be gross and talk about a boy, or talk like a boy, is I was coming around like a little curve, and I was going to let out like a little like barking spider or barking squirrel fart, and it just went like, it was like, and it just was like, That is not anywhere close to a barking squirrel. Aaron's like, that's a barking squirrel you stepped on. Yeah. But yeah, see, everything's going real good. Also, Samsung Health, way better than Google Fit apparently.
Oh yeah.
It detected that we were on a walk, and then we stopped to knock down our red gym a bit. And it was like, okay, well, you've walked for
11 minutes.
I was like, okay, we better keep walking, otherwise Samsung Health might get mad at us.
And it gives a notification when you stop walking.
Yeah, which is good. A lot of people in here walk in the park because it's in the shade, it's nature.
It's a nice day.
Yeah, it's 83 degrees out. I don't know what we're doing for dinner. I'm kind of in a mood for like, not a lot. We still have to watch Doctor Who too, so I might be just go someplace, get something, and bring it home.
Yeah.
So the strange thing about these new phones is the fact that they have a different charge plug. On the button.
USB-C.
Whatever. The benefit is it's mirrored. I can plug it in upside down. I don't have to do like regular USB, and the plug is not shaped in one direction. It's not trapezoidal. However, we have a whole bunch of other things that plug in with the original way, or the older way. So we have these tiny, tiny little plugs that do it. And Aaron put his thing in the car last night, and I didn't know that. Which sucks because we have a whole bunch of chargers now that don't charge
Our phones.
So it's like, why? Because we've got the adapter plug, which is fine, and that works. The problem is it makes the phone a weird shape because it'll have a little thing hanging out the bottom. So it's sort of like, what do we do? What do we do?
It's this doohickey. Itty bitty.
And so like we have the charge plugs that plug into the wall, which I told Aaron, I was like, I don't necessarily need to have the fast charger in the room because the ones that came with the phone super fast charge the phones.
Yeah.
So I can take like an older one, put a adapter plug on it, and just charge it in the room because it's going to be charging for like 6 hours, which is fine.
Yeah.
So if a phone can't charge in 6 hours, you need to get a new phone. That's serious.
Or a better charger.
Yeah, yes, my phone, the HTC, our old phone, would not charge on my USB on the front of my computer. I think it was one time at 50%, and I plugged it into the front, and it was just on charge only, and it said, will take 19 hours to fully charge.
Yeah.
Because they're USB 1.
They're USB 2, but they're underpowered.
Mine or on yours?
Yours.
Okay, because I'm like, we don't have the same computer. Don't automatically assume that I happen to have USB 2.0 in the front. They are really slow. If I could, I'd transfer files from one of the ones in the back, not the front. But not the 3.0s because I shorted those out.
Yeah.
But the ones in the back are USB 2.0. The ones in the front are 1.0. And I remember asking you, hey, is this going to be a problem? You're like, not really for file transferring. I mean, I'm like, all right. He says, just don't really charge stuff from there. I'm like, I'll charge it from the wall. Oh, okay. But when we bought the computer, you said they were 1.0, and I was like, all right, that's fine. But they have like no power going to them. But it charges the camera just fine. Because I plug it in and I leave it dangling.
Yeah.
And then like I'll close the screen so that I don't have to leave it on, and then it'll go like, and then the USB will like doo, bing, and then like I'm in the middle of playing video games or saving the video, and it just goes bing, and I look down and like the little charge light's off, so it charges the camera just fine. Just doesn't charge phones very well. So I've got one hell of a video tomorrow. There's actually a lot to say on Trek Tuesday because there's stuff that was announced. It's so like. I don't want to save news for one thing because then it'll make it even. Oh my god, I got a new Pokemon. It's Dawn fans. Pre-evolution. Because I've seen Dawn fan all over the place. Yeah. It's Fanfy. There we are. But it's sort of like there's a lot of news that came out, and I have to go through it and I have to make sure which ones are and are not time sensitive. Because I don't necessarily want to, hold off on news that's kind of necessary for this Thursday, but then again, there's some stuff that's not coming out till the 18th that I don't need to freaking worry about.
Yeah.
So I had the camera on me yesterday. I just did stuff with my Snapchat. So I'm coming down here. I hope there's the sheer number of bikes is down here, because it's a little insane. I mean, because we were coming in from Merlot down here after walking through the nature park, and I just like looked down the aisle, looked in the pathway, and I just went, oh, that walkway is damn near impassable. I mean, zooming, it's just so many bikes. And in a weird way, I like the fact that they're all over here, because that means people will not be going over there getting on the bikes to ride through. They will know to come over here because there's a crap ton of bikes over here. But the one thing I've seen, people get bikes here, then they'll ride across, and then they'll like across over to the little gap in the fence over there where the cricket people use, and they'll like good God. It tickles me so. Nobody on the platform this morning. Oh, right, duh. Tomorrow's the 4th. This was a weekend. Most people just said, fuck it, I'll take the day off. Got a flaffy too.
Yeah.
Fanfy, not flaffy. You already have a flaffy. That's fine. At least now we can walk one.
Yeah.
But Donphan's not that great anyways. I've seen him on gyms, and like, I'm not sure what percent CP he is, but he's not that, he's like maybe 1,300 tops. So, review of the phones. Since we took it through the nature park and have had a whole day at it.
Freaking love it. Like I was worried that it being thin and curved screen would be an issue, and it's not.
The only issue I'm having is trying to bring down my notifications menu because of the screen protector.
Yeah.
But I can deal with that. I will deal with it. I'm learning how to do it. I have to like swipe all the way from the top and down rather than just grab the top of the screen and pull it down.
Yeah, but I have the same. Oh, okay. I kind of have the same issue. Not nearly as bad.
Yeah.
For me, the issue is figuring out where the top of the screen is, because if I have an app that's not full screened, there's a little bit of a black bar right below, right where the notifications bar should be.
Yeah.
And if I try to grab that, it doesn't work.
Ah.
But yeah, so far the sound is pretty amazing.
I was playing Pandora all this morning, as per typical, and it wasn't even near max volume.
Yeah, not an iPhone, so it has a headphone port.
Damn. I didn't see that.
I think it's got an IR blaster on the top, but I'm not sure.
Oh. You told me that was the
No, that's on the other side.
that thing right there.
Yeah.
That's the SIM card thing.
Right. I'm talking about that.
That's a microphone.
Oh.
Why else would it be uncovered?
If it was an IR blaster. Like our old phones had.
Oh.
But yeah, it could
I guess blaster is just like I keep thinking of like, you know, an IR being red. It keeps making me think of my radiation thing, cone effect on Star Trek, and I'm like, this is not what my phone can do. You just nuked something 5 times. I know.
But yeah, the quick shortcuts to everything, I like it. It's super responsive, it's light, it fits in my pocket. What more can I want? Bye.